Golden State Media Concepts social media podcast. Time to hashtag everything. We talk about all the fun, crazy stories on social media. From Instagram to Facebook, Twitter to Tumblr, or probably even Friendster. Join us each week as we explore the quirky side of social media. It's the Golden State Media Concepts social media podcast.
It's simple, such a sad song. The one that we rely on to get us.
Thank you for tuning in to the GSMC Social Media News Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Podcast Network. I'm your host, Juan Newsom. Today I have a special guest, a partner of mine, a friend of mine. She's a marketing guru and entrepreneur. She also has done an array of shows in the past. She has great radio experience. She has great presence. I want to welcome my good friend, Kat Hernandez. Say hi to the audience, Kat.
Hello. How are you?
So the rundown today, we're going to talk about two segments. We're going to have two segments of trending news. We're going to talk about the latest in the NFL, including that fat contract that Patrick Mahomes has just received from the Kansas City Chiefs. We're also going to talk about poor Thandie Newton. Poor Thandie, because apparently Tom Cruise has given her a little bit of trauma while working on Mission Impossible. So going in today on the first segment of Trending News, Kat. Now, social media is a gift and a curse, and in this sense, I found a gift to social media. I found the gem when I was browsing through the YouTube trending section. Apparently there's a lady, she's a celloist. Her name is Miss Samara Ginsberg, and she plays the cello like nobody's business. And so on her videos in YouTube, she basically takes these popular theme songs and she breaks them up into 8s or 10s. The first theme song that I found, I want to play these for you. Night Rider. That's how I originally discovered her, and she has a lot of each video she has hundreds of thousands of views. So I want to play this for you, see what you think. Give me 1 second here. Here's Night Rider. That's beautiful. She killed that thing, Kat. What do you think?
Yes, that was awesome. She played all of the parts on one instrument. Talk about dedication. And that's super creative. Like, you have to be able to hear all those parts in the music and then also translate it into your own thing. I think it's dope. I would get that. I need a theme song.
Well, she had the headphones on, so I think she was kind of listening to the music.
Yeah, but still, that's super hard
Yeah,
to do.
yeah, it is crazy hard to do, and she had to record it. So and like sync all of that. That is insane. Did
It's
you did you
skills.
wa- did you watch Knight Rider growing up?
Yeah, I actually want the kit car. I'm waiting for Tesla to come out with it or something.
I had the kit car at Michael,
I
the
want it to
toys.
speak to me though, and I wanted to drive over and, hook me up. Be like, come pick me up. I'm over here.
Well, it might not be Tesla to come up with it. I don't know.
Well,
Elon Musk, he ain't that focused.
he's moved to space. He's concentrating on space.
But his stock has grown up. Tesla stock
hmm
is through the damn roof.
Yeah, because they're launching some new technology, and I'm telling you, the space ventures and stuff like that are taking it up. Plus, you got to remember, people were putting a lot of money into different restaurants, different companies and different industries like the airline industry, stuff like that. Now they don't have any place to put their money, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah. He's gonna have
so they're
exclusive
investing.
government. He's gonna have government contracts.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I'm
Exclusive
sure he
government
has.
contracts. Yeah.
I'm sure they already do.
Hold on. Next theme song. Next theme song is gonna surprise you. Thundercats. She's also doing this one in eights. That is crazy.
Oh, yes. I remember I used to have the costumes and all the toy sets and everything. I remember a lot of that cartoon actually.
Yeah. I had Cat's Lair. I had the Thunder Tank.
Yes, I think I had a whole Chitara costume. I had the Lino toys.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted Snarf dolls all the time and the
Mm-hmm.
makeup and everything. Yes, I was all into Thundercats.
Yeah. Can you imagine like that? I mean, that just gives you that nostalgia. Um,
They don't have like, well, I mean, I watch the cartoons of today, and the animations are really good because they do a little bit more 3D realistic, but you
yeah.
can't beat those storylines of the past. Like you just
Yeah, the
can't beat those.
storylines.
You can't beat them. The 80s and 90s kids had the best sitcoms. They had the best cartoons, the best
Mm-hmm.
characters.
Those a few years ago they did redo the Thundercat storyline,
hmm
but it only got to like season two, and then it like stopped for some reason. And people
Yeah.
were watching the cartoon. I'm like, man, keep it going.
The thing is, it doesn't make sense for kids nowadays because they don't live in the same thing. Like they're not experiencing the world the same way we are. I
Yeah,
mean, my daughters alone, they need touch screens. So they'll
yeah,
walk up to the TV and try to move the screen around. I'm like, that's not
exactly.
how it works.
Guess what? They got some TVs like that too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, we had to buy the monitors that are touchscreen because, they kept putting their fingers all over the thing. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Hold on. She has one more I want the audience. Well, a couple of more actually. Did we do Inspector Gadget?
No.
She did Inspector Gadget too, Kat. Check this out. It's only like a minute.
That is so classic.
I know, man.
Didn't you always want the gadget copter that like shot out the top of his hat and spun him around and like lifted him up like Mary
I
Poppins
know.
to different places?
Did-
Oh, and the arm, the gadget hands
Yeah.
that he used to like spring out of his arm. That was so crazy.
Did we ever get to see Dr. Claw's face? Did we
Oh,
remember?
it would no, it's like the Mysterioso. You never get to see them. You just know about them.
I'll get
Oh
you
yeah, yeah,
next.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, no. There is a picture of his face.
It is?
Yeah. Actually, that also came back too. Or
Oh.
they tried to revive it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's
where
not easy. It's
did
not
they do it
easy.
on did they do it on Netflix or what?
No, I'm sure they did it like on some Nick Jr. Disney Jr. channel.
Oh, okay.
You know the cartoons, I will say, I wonder if she has one of these the Tom and Jerry.
No, I don't see one thus far.
That those theme songs are the best. And you talk about longevity. You could watch Tom and Jerry and Bugs Bunny and all that stuff, and it would be totally relevant and hilarious right now. Actually, I think they still do have some of those cartoons playing
She
in the
has
original format.
well, she has Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's more her generation. I got it.
She got
Now that's pretty
Thundercats.
cool. Listen, I applaud all kinds of talent, and I think like being able to find a little niche thing is
Mm-hmm.
really cool. It's super creative. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's nostalgic for a lot of people. So it's kind of like, guess that tune. And she plays something, it's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. She does also Ulysses 31 for 8 cellos. She does Knight Rider, of course we played that. She has the Imperial March, the Darth Vader theme.
What made her start doing this?
I have absolutely no idea, but she is her trending is crazy on YouTube and
Well,
on
yeah.
Facebook. I have
So a
absolutely
lot of people appreciate the talent,
yeah, well,
especially
especially
now when you got to get stuck at home.
yeah, you're a Gen Xer, you definitely appreciate it. I mean, it's something that's in the world of I know we don't do politics here, but in the world where everything is political, even when
Yeah.
I'm doing research for this show and I'm trying to find interesting things to talk about. Even in the entertainment and celebrity sections, there's like politics there. I'm like, you kind of need a break. And I think the reason why that she's so popular and that she's so popular now is because her music gives you that 1 or 2 minute escape from reality.
Yes. It's just fun and entertaining. And yeah, that is totally missing right now from any kind of conversation. Everything you turn on is like, ugh, disaster.
Yeah, she's definitely a gem. I have officially dubbed her as Samara the Gem Ginsberg because
There you go.
because she's I mean I think her music is fantastic. So let's see here. So we're coming up to the end of the segment before our break, folks. Next subject we have next segment we have more trending news, and so we're gonna take a few minutes break here for a commercial.
Do you want to be healthier, yet you just don't know what to do? All these shows telling you this and that, but nothing seems to work. Well, listen close. Golden State Media Concepts has got something great for you. The Health and Wellness Podcast, dedicated to workout trends, healthy eating habits, diet, and everything about healthy living. Join us in our banters as we help you not just live life to the fullest, but live it to the healthiest.
Okay, folks, welcome back to segment 2. Again, this is Juan Newsom. I'm your host. This is the GSMC Social Media News Podcast. Today I have a special guest with me, Miss Kat Hernandez. And we're hanging in there. If you listened to us in segment 1, we introduced Miss Samara Ginsberg, the cellist, her and her amazing talents. And folks, if you did miss that first segment, you can go back and you can listen to it on iHeartRadio, on iTunes, on Spotify. We're on all the platforms. So segment 2, popular news. We have a little sad news here. Unfortunately, Miss Naya Rivera is missing, Kat. Her and her son, her 4-year-old son, went out there in Los Angeles, went out on a boat. They found the 4-year-old sleeping, and she apparently went underwater somewhere. So they said that there's no signs of foul play in the boat. So what do you think? That's trending on.
It's super tragic. I mean, she's only 33. I wonder, why she went out. Was it just a day trip with her son to go, fishing or something, and then something went wrong?
Yeah.
What could have made her go into the water? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been out on boats, and I've never really had any temptation to jump off of it. So
yeah.
What was going on? And they could probably figure out from her cell phone, no?
Yep.
What activities and things like that, who she was in contact with, who she was talking to, what the pictures are on the phone. Because I snap pictures every second and take video clips. What was really happening?
Yeah, I guess they're probably investigating all of that. She also apparently it's trending like hell on Twitter. Kat didn't have a life.
Yeah.
She didn't have a life vest on, apparently.
Well, but it wouldn't. I mean, yes, you should always wear your life vest, but it wouldn't matter unless she went into the water.
Well, the kid didn't have a life vest, they're saying.
Yeah, that's bizarre, because usually as a parent, you definitely put it on them whether they like it or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Safety first, put on your thing. That's the number one thing when you go out on a boat. Does she know? Well, she's gone by herself, so she must have some kind of experience being out there. It can't be her first time,
Yeah. Wow. She must, apparently she did it all the time, but man, this is.
Yeah. It happens. You have to be grateful for all the days, because you don't know the day,
Yeah.
When something tragic happens, when an accident happens, who knows?
Lake Peru. That's the location. Lake Peru. Wow. Wow. That is crazy. Also trending on social media, we are looking at it's everywhere. Oh my God. Everywhere. This thing.
I mean, it's a big story because Glee was a huge show.
Yeah.
So a lot of 20 something, 30 something year olds, she's part of the fabric, the culture. So it's a sad, like tragic situation. Plus it's very mysterious. Like,
Yeah.
why? What happened? What was it?
Yeah. Also, Mariah Carey trending also on Twitter and on Facebook. Apparently, she has a new memoir set to be published in September. So didn't she do a show or something that?
Yeah, I don't know how much more of Mariah Carey we need to know about. Like she's released a lot of information about herself. Like she did a show that was behind the scenes life of Mariah Carey. We know all about her ex-husband. We know all about her crazy antics. We've seen her reality show. She had a reality show where she was going to marry the billionaire and then ended up doing a world tour and had like a crazy manager. It was the bomb. I love that show.
That was a good show?
Well, it was like, watching a train wreck.
Yeah.
You just can't stop looking like, wow, what's going on here?
It's funny. One of my friends used to work for Mariah Carey, so she was with her on that world tour.
Oh, give me dirt. What you got? We need the scoop. What happened?
I don't have a lot of dirt, but she just said that, working with her, she is very professional, but sometimes, she can be a little diva-ish.
I like the wackadoos.
Well, she's kind of a diva, so.
Well, I mean, she's been that way for years, right? I guess you kind of grow into that position. You've been in the limelight and the spotlight from your 20s.
Yeah.
The world is a little warped.
Yeah, that's true. Also,
but I love me some Mariah, though. Don't get it twisted.
I love her music.
Mariah. I just don't know how much more of her I need to see.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I love her music. I even named a daughter after her. So there you go. My 13-year-old, Mariah. So how much more Mariah?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What don't we know about Mariah?
So apparently,
we'll have to read the book to find out.
well, apparently we don't know a lot because she keeps coming out with memoirs. So
listen, if Snooki could have a book, Mariah could have a book. Okay.
That's true. Oh yeah, Snooki has a book. That's terrible.
That's terrible.
So social media is happy about The Crown getting another season. You ever watch? That's a good show, Kat.
I could not get into it.
Really?
I could not get into it. I watched like 2 episodes, and I Netflix and chill all the time. Like I'm big on watching the full-blown seasons. Like I will wait till all the seasons come out, and then I'll just binge watch it. I could not get into it.
Oh God. Yeah,
I don't know if it's too stiff,
For some reason I got into it, and me and my wife, we've watched all of the seasons thus far, and she loves it even more than I do, and she'll watch without me. She'll go ahead and skip episodes. I can't sit there and watch it without her, kind of. She'll skip episodes and watch it without me. So,
maybe I will try it again. But when I watched, I was like, I really couldn't get into the characters and what was happening. I just didn't find it. Like, I didn't care. They didn't make me care about it. But I will say I'm more of a DC Marvel type binge watcher.
Yeah. I have the Disney Plus subscription, and I was watching it last night. Actually, I was watching Star Wars.
I love The Arrow. You want to talk about Stephen Amell? I love me some Arrow.
Yeah, you
And then all
always.
the jump off shows with like DC Avengers, I watched the whole thing. Flash, watched the whole thing. Like I'm up on my DC Marvel characters,
Oh God. Oh
but
God.
mainly because I want to be one.
Which one? Which DC Marvel
I don't
character
know.
would
I think they need to come up with a new character for me.
from Harlem? They.
You know the Overwatch
Uh
from
huh.
Arrow. I want
Uh
to be
huh.
like that kind of character, like an Oracle. I want to be an Oracle. Oh, like
Oh.
in the Matrix, the Oracle. Like the
Oh.
Oracle is going to give you direction throughout the Matrix. Are you in it or are you out of it? Like
Yeah. That
I want to do
that's
that.
that's so you because you
That's
got
totally
you,
my character.
you kind of got that psychology background, and
Yes,
then the whole thing with the tarot cards and all of that.
yes.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's totally you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
5D.
Oh, on Netflix, this is something else trending on social media. Sabrina, Adventures of Sabrina to end with season 4 on Netflix. Wow. I don't know if you watched that, but apparently it's a popular show on Netflix.
No, but I will tell you, one of the best shows that I have watched on Netflix is out of Spain, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called The Money Heist,
Mm-hmm.
where they dress up in those masks and the red jumpsuits. It was like
Mm-hmm.
it's like a cult following, like a worldwide sensation. They had this
Mm-hmm.
show and it's in originally in Spanish, but they translated in English, and I didn't even realize that the lips were not moving in sync with the word.
Oh God, that's
Like
funny.
that's how into the show that I was, and it's very psychological too, which is why I kind of like it. I dig it,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
it is a great show. And in Spanish they call it Casa de Papel, which is like the paper house where they print money basically.
Oh wow.
Yes, it's awesome. If you have not seen it, I would suggest you binge watch all 4 seasons to catch up because it is dope. It is a dope show.
Okay, I gotta watch that
You
show.
have to watch it. You have to watch it.
I gotta watch that show. Also trending on, and we're not gonna get political here, but
Oh,
it's also trending on Twitter and and Facebook. Kanye West is announced that he's running for president. Dude, are you serious? Please.
I love me some Kanye. He gets like the pass to be crazy, like you remember you remember how Dennis Rodman used to wear wedding dresses and dress
Yeah.
in drag and
Yep.
but he was like got married briefly to Carmen Electra and whatever. Like,
Which is not an insane move if you ask me.
well, hello, but he was dressed in the wedding dress. That was the crazy part. But it was like his normal. Like the craziness was actually that was just Dennis Rodman. Like chill with Jong In,
Hmm.
love Daffy Duck. Like this was who this is. Kanye is kind of the same kind of character. Like, oh well, it's Kanye. Like that's who
Hmm.
he is. Of course he's married to Kim Kardashian. That's who they are. Like it's just that bizarre twist. But I will say, I don't believe that he is serious about making a presidential run. Obviously, he has to do a lot of advertising for his album or whatever song that he has that's about to be released. He
Yeah.
also needs to drum up some, chit chat about his clothing line and
Hmm.
ventures that he's invested in,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's nice fodder, like it's a break from the seriousness of what's happening in the political climate. It's like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Kanye West, he's like found God, now he's gonna be president.
That's
Okay.
exactly my thoughts, Cat. Good Lord.
Well, the thing is, if you look at it realistically, a lot of the states have already finished their polling, their ballots, like your write-in for a candidate. So he can't even get on the ballot in a lot of states. And
Yeah.
then in the other state, he doesn't have a team on the ground. Not that he necessarily needs one because he's Kanye, but you do because you want people to go out and vote for you. Like, he doesn't
And you
have
don't
any
want people cheating.
Yeah, he doesn't have any infrastructure. A lot of states, you can't just write somebody's name on a ballot. So, like, the reality of him actually moving up to be a candidate is like slim to none. Just saying.
At this point, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, now this is all for, selling albums, selling clothing, being in the conversation, basically.
Oh, wow. Oh, so here's an update on Naya Rivera. Apparently, there's a security camera with footage of her boarding a boat hours before her disappearance. So
I want the camera on the boat.
Yeah. I know. The phone, right? I know.
Where's the camera on the boat? Well, I mean, actually, if you is that her? Was it her vessel, or does she, like, you go to a marina, you take a boat out for a few hours, like you charter?
I'm not sure. That's not.
That would be interesting to know.
Yeah.
But tragic nonetheless. Whatever
it is very freaking tragic because, she has a 4-year-old son.
Yeah, I mean, she was so young and promising, and, she's living her life, building up her career, taking care of her son, and then who knows what happened? Who knows? I wonder, was it only them on the boat, just her and her son?
It was just them two, apparently.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
She could have got dizzy and, like, fell off the boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but it's true. Just very bizarre.
Yeah, that's very true. That is very true. Then they found her son sleeping on the boat. That's the thing. Yeah. He was asleep on the boat.
Well, if the boat is moving around and, that would make sense, depending on how long they were out there. I'm sure who alerted the authorities?
Yeah. I don't have all that.
They would have had to be out there for hours and hours.
Yeah, somebody apparently discovered them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Discovered this. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's passing crazy. Vessel. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's so sad.
That is really sad. So, folks, we are wrapping up the second segment.
Wait, but you can't end it on a sad note, darling.
Hey.
Play a theme song on the way out. Get the celloist back on here. We need something upbeat.
Well, I know. We have a happier segment coming up. So folks, we'll be right back in a few moments. I'm Juan Newsom with my special guest co-host Kat Hernandez, and this is the GSMC Social Media News Podcast. And don't forget, while we're on our way out, check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and all the other social media platforms. Click us, check us. It's going to help us with advertising and everything else. And just thank you for tuning in.
Tired of searching the vast jungle of podcasts? Now listen close and hear this out. There's a podcast network that covers just about everything that you've been searching. Hey! The Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network is here. Nothing less than a podcast bliss with endless hours of podcast coverage. From news, sports, music, fashion, cooking, entertainment, fantasy, football, and so much more. So stop lurking around and go straight out to the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. Guaranteed to fill that podcast itch. Whatever it may be. Visit us at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and download us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play.
Okay, welcome back. We're back from commercial. This is our third segment. Second segment, we did a lot of trending news. We have more trending news for you. This is Juan Newsom. I'm your host of the GSMC social media podcast. I have my special guest host for today, Kat Hernandez. Kat, you still there? Thanks for hanging out with us.
I am. I'm still here. Let's get into trending news.
Trending news, D.L. Hughley has the Rona. What's going on? What is going on, man?
You know, DL for a long time. I mean, he was funny with his show. I used to watch him, back in the day. I always thought he was a funny comedian. And then he kind of started going off the rails a little bit into like just he was extra. He was being extra about all these different topics. And it's like kind of like I like my actors and artists to kind of stay in their lane, I want to be entertained by you. I want to be able to watch you and appreciate your craft, but don't dictate to me like other portions of society and life, especially when you're a multimillionaire, you're A-list, like you're not exactly living the normal layman life, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I wasn't really too angry that he got coronavirus. I'm kind of like,
that's horrible, Kat.
Maybe he'll stop yapping so much. Maybe he needs to like catch a breath.
Oh God. Hopefully he survives, but good Lord.
I think he's over it.
Yeah.
He's over it.
Robert De Niro also has the Rona too.
There's another one. Stay in your lanes, and I love you. I love all your movies. Just don't talk about politics. Don't tell people how to run their lives. Stop trying to dictate to the rest of Americans. Like we want to watch you and be entertained by you and the characters that you play. That doesn't. We want your personality and your actual real life character to be all up in our face. Like that's not the fun part of watching you.
That's true. I do kind of miss not having that view of some of these celebrities.
Right. They take you out of being able to be entertained by them.
Yeah.
It
like
tarnishes their characters.
Like you never see Jack Nicholson talk about politics, right?
No, he needs to be Jack Nicholson.
You just know he does good movies and he has courtside seats at the Lakers.
That's it. Have your opinions. We all have opinions about a lot of things. But when you want us to believe you as a character, we don't want that to be tarnished by the real life you, which has differing opinions. And no matter what you believe in as far as like how society should be run in America, 50% of the people are not going to like what you have to say.
Yeah, true.
So don't say it.
So just chill out.
Just relax. Invest in what you believe in through your philanthropy. Invest in people through outreach programs and stuff like that if you really want to make a difference. But don't beat us down with your opinion. We all got opinions.
Yeah, we want to escape.
Yes.
So, another thing, Kat, here's another story here. Demi Moore. Oh my God, and I love this. Demi Moore, the internet is going crazy on Twitter and on Instagram about she has pics of her bathroom where she's sitting there on the computer. So her bathroom apparently it's really nice too. Oh, I like the wood. I like the wood on the sinks and everything. But she has carpet and a couch and the whole 9 yards in her bathroom.
It's not a couch. It's a chaise lounge. I'm looking at it right now. It's like kind of like French chateau.
Yeah, that's what you would put in a French chateau.
She actually looks like she's in the mountains in like a lumberjack house somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's real. I love her bathroom. It's really nice.
At least she's not sitting on the throne, you know. That would take on a different life.
Oh, wow. Wow. So apparently,
Demi, that's where she likes. I mean, a lot of people are very comfortable in the bathroom. They sing, They
Well,
think
she's got close to 100,000 likes on
with
her.
1.8 million followers. I mean,
Ooh,
oh yeah,
nice. I mean, I like that bathroom. I would love one of those.
I
I would
tell you.
love. Oh, I
But
would
she
love
has
one.
carpet. Ooh, that is disgusting.
Yeah, she
That
probably
is
gets it cleaned.
nasty. There's no amount of cleaning. If you have kids or pets, you know that if urine gets into a carpet anywhere, it's almost impossible to get it out. Almost
Mm,
impossible. She has carpeting all the way around the base of her toilet.
yeah, that's true.
I
That
mean,
is very
when you
true.
sit down, when you flush, sometimes a spray comes up. Where do you think that spray goes?
That's
Right?
true.
Right
That's
into your
true.
carpet. That's
That's
nasty.
that's true.
I love the
But
decor,
I
but take
bet
the
you she
carpet
gets
out.
it clean. I bet you she gets it clean like every 3 days.
So,
Like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, he had his kids' toys got thrown out every day. They got new toys every day.
oh well, I do that to my kids too.
And then his assistants, they would measure the walls like every few hours.
Why do the walls move?
I don't know, but they measured the walls, Cat. So these
He felt like things
celebrities.
were like closing in on him.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's what drugs do to you, though. It
I
really
don't know.
makes it
I'm
seem like things are moving and shifting.
also trending on Instagram, Kim Kardashian's 2020 hot shots. Whoa.
Oh wait, hold on, I didn't see that. Kimmy
Kim,
K,
yes.
2020.
2020 hot shots, it says.
What's her best hot shot for 2020?
I don't know, but she got this one picture of her laying on the beach. She's looking pretty good. Kanye, did you give her permission to do that?
Well, I mean, without a doubt, you can hate on Miss Kim all you want, whether it is, medically enhanced by some really amazing doctor, or whether she's like going to the gym and putting in work. She's a hottie. I mean,
I like him. Yeah, I like him.
it's all in the right places.
Yeah, I like Kim. I think Kim's cool actually.
Yeah, and as she gets older and looks a little more matured, especially with
Hmm.
her kids and stuff, you got to appreciate the effort that is put into maintaining the physique. I can
Mhm.
tell you, after two children, it is not an easy task.
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
skin just don't bounce back the same way.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, she got three, right? Three kids.
Yeah. No, doesn't she have four?
Four. Yeah, yeah, they got four. Yeah, I
But she
think you're
didn't
right.
have did she have all four of them? Or did she
Yeah,
have three? I lost count. I've lost track.
I've lost track too. But yeah, I think you're right. They have four kids.
Yeah, they got four, I think.
Also on trending on Instagram and as well as TMZ, they are showing celebrity houses, specifically Ariana Grande's Hollywood Hills house.
Hmm.
Pretty nice damn house.
Hey, she worked hard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that is beautiful.
Yeah, it's a nice house. That's a really nice house, actually.
$13.7 million. The view is to die for. Hello.
Hollywood Hills is nice, actually.
I mean, I don't know about the location, but that view you cannot beat. And she has like indoor, outdoor living rooms and bedrooms
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
on point.
Yeah, I would love to have an outdoor bedroom.
Totally co-signing the $13.7 million home. Go Ariana.
I know, I know. Can you
Get some
imagine?
digs. Yes, I can. I imagine it all the time.
Me too. Me too,
I've already
Kat.
designed it in my mind.
Me too. I don't. It's not too much of a stretch for me.
No, it's gorgeous. The thing is, is she with someone? Is she involved in a relationship right now?
I have no idea.
I know the one person that she was really like jonesing for, whatever. He actually died of a overdose, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yes, yes,
And then she started dating the weird looking guy, Pete Davis. Pete, what's
yes.
his name? He got such a bizarre look, no?
She probably want a break after all of that, you
Oh,
know.
dude, totally co-sign the break. Ariana, do you? Like,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah. So in other news, Kat, apparently Thandie Newton is she's recalling some nightmares working with Tom Cruise. So, okay, so she's
Mm-hmm.
having some flashbacks. So,
That's interesting why that arose all of a sudden.
well, well, I think she was doing an interview and with the West Hollywood star, and she opened up about what it was like to work with him on the set of the 2000 Mission Impossible 2.
Which I love and I have watched repeatedly and repeatedly because I like the villain actor. What's his name? That
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, yeah,
oh,
the villain in that
I
one was good.
love I love him in so many different movies,
Yeah,
but he
yeah,
was really good in that one
he was really good,
because
especially
he
the
was
part.
like kind of psychotic.
Yeah, he got that look in his eye, and then the way that he hold his lip, kind of.
And then he chopped off that guy's finger with the cigar thing. I was like,
Yeah,
oh my God, I love
yeah.
him.
No, the part of the movie where he first sends her off when she gets locked up. When she gets locked up, he finds her, and then they have the tracer on her, and then Tom's character have to watch her kind of like make it with him. He's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh man, what the hell? What the hell?
No, the best was when he dressed like Tom with the face and everything.
Oh
And
yeah,
oh my God,
yeah,
that was the
yeah.
best. I'm like, don't fall for it. It's a trick.
But I guess she's saying in the article that Tom Cruise he was kind of
Wacky do.
what.
Mm-hmm.
That's your word.
I love
But
that word.
but Tom Cruise is wacky do anyway. I mean,
Oh yeah.
there are some other situations where Tom Cruise has been wacky do, and
Oh
so
yeah.
for that, I came up with the top 10 list of Tom Cruise creeping me out or being wacky. So
Give
okay,
it to me.
number ten, Interview with the Vampire. He creeped me the hell out in that movie.
But let me just preface this by saying I love me some Tom Cruise. As
Yeah, yeah,
crazy and weird and strange as he may be and all his Scientology crap, but
yeah. I like
I
Tom Cruise too.
love me some Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
Okay, like all of his movies.
I think he's a phenomenal actor too. So, but
Mhm.
this is the top 10. But so when he was a character, Lestat D. Lioncourt in Interview with the Vampire. So number 9 is
Love that.
the entire Eyes Wide Shut movie. That shit
Oh,
creeped me.
oh no, oh no, I can't do Eyes Wide Shut. I cannot do Eyes Wide Shut. Why do people make movies like this?
Yeah, yeah.
Why? Why? I don't understand why they want to scare us with this crazy I know like this is like Illuminati stuff. Like leave that to Epstein and the Clintons, okay?
But
Why do we have to see it play out?
well, I watched the entire movie anyway. It was kind of like you and Tiger King. I just had to see it play out. I just had to see it. I
I
eventually
love
watched the
you.
entire Tiger King. Yeah. Okay, so what is that? Number 9, number 8, Vanilla Sky. After he got in the car accident, that was kind of
Mm,
creepy.
the
It was kind of a
Vanilla
lucid
Sky.
dream.
Yeah, yeah. The whole Vanilla Sky was a little bizarre, you
Yep.
know. It kind of reminds me of J-Lo when she did The Cell, that it was like real world, not real world, current, not current. Like it was all the same again with these like weirdo type
Uh-huh.
Illuminati scenes. Like, why?
Yep. Oh, okay. So let's see. That was number 7. Was that number 7?
I
10, 9,
think that was
8.
number 9.
Number 8. 10, 9, 8. No, that was 8. Number 7. His Scientology obsession. We already went over that.
Yeah, well, if you listen to Leah Remini, she broke down Scientology and all their kookiness, and she goes hard after them. And then they came out with like major advertising, like ramped up advertising for Scientology. If you could see any of the commercials, it's like they relaunched Scientology.
Yeah, yeah. So number 6, Collateral. When he was the Vincent, the hitman, he creeped me the hell out in that too.
Collateral.
He was good. He was great.
Hold on. Collateral.
That was with him and Jamie Foxx. So in the movie, Jamie Foxx was this cab driver. He pays. Yeah.
Wait. Where does he creep you out? That was an awesome movie.
It was an awesome movie, but the character Vincent creeped me the hell out. Okay.
Well, that is true because he was like, okay, I just murdered someone. You need to step on it.
He's like, yeah, let's go ahead and let's go listen to some jazz. All right.
No, the best one was the one he did with what's her name? Cameron Diaz.
Yep.
What was the name of that? Oh, it's like a spy movie. I love that movie.
I forgot the name of the movie.
I'll get it. Hold on. He's been in a lot of cool movies, though.
I'm gonna keep going. Okay, number 5.
Night and Day.
Night and Day. Okay, I saw that one too. Number 5. He didn't really creep me out, but how in the hell you let Nicole Kidman get away?
Well, in Nicole's defense, she did end up getting with what's his name? No, the dreadlocked American woman. What's his name? It's gonna kill me. The one who sang American Woman. How do you not know that?
I know. Lenny Kravitz.
Woman. Oh, Kravitz. Yes, Nicole. Yes. Give me some Kravitz. I mean, that's not bad. Like, you go from Cruise to Kravitz. I mean, that's pretty good. And now she's with Keith Urban or whatever. I mean, I think that was like kind of the decline. But when she was with Lenny Kravitz, I was like, yes, girl, get it.
She stay on the come up, huh?
Sure, she needed some like new soul put into her.
Hell, I'm telling you. Okay. So number 3, I'm gonna just visit this one. That movie, The Firm, that was creepy. Number 2, when he was jumping on Oprah's couch, I thought he was gonna jump on Oprah.
You know what was cute about that is that it showed like he was so excited and in love. Like, have you ever felt that though? Like, have you ever had that? Yeah.
I feel that every day.
You better say something like that. But it was like cute to see the excitement of being in love with someone, even though, I mean,
he was super stoked.
Yeah, even though from the beginning I could have told you that it wasn't really going to work out. But the fact that he was so excited about it was like made everybody else excited about it. Yep. And if you've never been in that situation and you're watching it, you're like, oh, he's unhinged.
Yeah, even Oprah was like, I've known you for so long. I've never seen you like this.
Right, like you can't get it unless you know. But it's like an obsessive, weird kind of in love feeling. And we've all been there. Don't act like you ain't been there. We all been there when you want to jump on a couch or something. But yeah, the fact that he did it was interesting.
Okay, and number 1, this is the creepiest thing. Okay, in Scientology, Tom Cruise is considered a deity.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's the top of the top. You know, Scientology was created by Ron L. Hubbard and his friend while they were like dropping acid, talking about. Have you ever read the book?
Yeah.
The first book? Okay.
I've read the book.
So they really break down the white people, the brown people, the yellow people, the red people. I think like that's how they break it down. And then they actually go into how the aliens, like you have all these levels of ascension to the higher whatever. But when you listen to Leah Vermini, she tells you once you get to the top, like things are not actually any better. You're broke because they take all your money. And then they invent increments of other levels that you have to pass through.
Oh, wow.
So it's basically a cult. It's basically a cult. And
Oh.
him and the other guy, I forget his name, are like sitting at the top of the cult.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well, he owns a movie. Well, he owns a movie studio now, so they're not taking Tom's money.
Oh, no. He's at the top. He's
Yeah.
like the biggest advocate for Scientology
Yes.
because they treat him like he's the god, and being in Hollywood and having all these other outside influences telling you're basically like a god. Yeah, go to
Hmm.
your head. Just start to believe some stuff.
Well, Tom, in short, you creeping us out. Um,
Creepy.
so that's the end of our third
No,
segment.
no. Wait a
So
minute. Wait a minute. You missed one. You missed one.
what? No, no, I got them all.
No, you missed one.
What?
Rosie O'Donnell used to play a little button when she had her talk show, and it
Hmm.
was, Tommy, can you hear me? You don't remember?
Oh, I remember that. That is
That
crazy.
is the creepiest of all Tom Cruise creepiness. And
Anything with Rosie O'Donnell is creepy. But
well,
go
not
ahead.
only that, it was before she admitted that she was a lesbian. So it's like, come on, you fakeration, and your fakeration with Tom Cruise.
Oh man. Oh man.
Tommy, can you hear me? You got to get that button.
Oh man. That's well, folks. That's the end of our third segment, folks. Next segment, we're going to talk some pro football and pro sports. I'm Juan Newsom. This is your special guest host, Kat Hernandez. She is awesome, as you can see. And this is the GSMC social media podcasting network. Thank you.
Want to find out what movies to go see? Then check out the GSMC Movie Podcast. It's your ticket to the latest movies, whether it's a new blockbuster event, romantic, comedy, or action flick. This show has got it all covered. They talk some what to go see now. Don't bother. What's hot on Netflix and everything in between. That's gsmcpodcast.com/movie-podcast. When it's all about the movies, it has to be this new show. Don't forget to like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Visit gsmcpodcast.com for more info.
Okay, folks, we're back from the break. This is Juan Newsom, special guest host Kat Hernandez, and we are going to talk sports. Kat, I got to ask you a question because I
Yes.
know your husband Chico is a sports agent.
Yes.
Have you seen that contract that Patrick Mahomes has? $503 million over 10 years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We
I
going
mean,
to Sizzler.
that's pretty awesome. If you break it down, 10 years, right? $50 million a year. I want to know what his guarantee is on the contract, though, because with football contracts, there are no guarantees. So if you get injured within the first year, second year, whatever, then you go to an injury settlement and you get paid under like injury terms. So it's not the same as getting the full lump sum like basketball has the guaranteed contracts. That's why when LeBron or any of the other ones make those big sums of money, like they're getting all that money, whether
Oh,
they
yeah.
get hurt. Yeah.
NBA contracts are iron freaking clad, okay?
Yeah. But they have a
What?
different players association too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I mean, Grant Hill, who was considered the next Jordan at one point, had a string of injuries, but he had a really super duper contract before he got injured. So wherever he went throughout his career, they had to take on that contract. And he had a long-term deal because Detroit was in it for the long haul when he first got there. So Patrick Mahomes' contract features 141.428 in guarantees over
Right.
12. Yeah. He was guaranteed only 63,082 at the signing.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of freaking money for these young guys. How old
What?
is he? Like
He's like
20
24.
something? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
He's
I mean,
worth it though. He's a good kid. He plays well and he doesn't get in trouble.
that would be the best if like our athletes that we know that young kids idolize so much
Mhm.
actually were like respectful, decent human beings also.
Yeah.
That would be the best kind of representative,
Yeah.
for young kids and advocates for sports. Because
Yeah.
everything's shut down now, but we definitely need sports to open back up again. Even though I do appreciate not having to watch 24/7 of football and baseball and basketball.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's
But
also good for having that escape too,
yeah,
Kat.
yeah. Men totally need it. Totally need it.
Why men? Why just men?
You know, we can get our fix on different TV shows, but men like definitely need to be like rah rah with their friends, betting on sports. And oh, actually, sports betting is going to be big once it opens back up again.
Oh my God. There's so many memes about this Mahomes contract
Hmm.
because the contract extends until 2031,
Hmm.
and that happened to be the Super Bowl score of last year, 20-31. So there's like a meme with that out there.
I'm sure nobody put those two things together.
Yeah, I know. It's just one person on Twitter I'm looking at, and so ESPN they're talking about the new on Twitter Patrick Mahomes contract. They said that's a lot of catch up at Patrick Mahomes.
It
it's
sure is.
it's it'll buy 167,666,667 bottles of 32-ounce ketchup with his contract.
Is he like a catch-up fanatic? Is there like an underlying story with that? I don't get it.
Well, the Hunt family, they had who owns the team. They were,
Oh, got it, got it, got it. Hunt family owns the team. Got it.
yeah, yeah. So that's
I'm
funny
like,
as
I
hell.
don't get it. Why does ketchup matter?
Yeah, ketchup does matter. Good Lord.
Does he like ketchup? Is there a ketchup fetish I don't know about? Like, what's happening, Juan? What's happening?
Yeah, they're going off on Twitter about this thing. There's so many there's memes with him with cash. There's cash surrounding him.
That's
I
funny.
see. I even see some hood memes with drug dealer cash around him.
No,
Okay, okay. Hold on.
people are crazy.
I, I'm telling you, this. But you know what's gonna come. You know what's gonna happen. Prescott, who's in Dallas, he's itching for a new contract. But
Well,
look, yeah.
well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but
Sorry, Dak.
yeah, one person's fortunes does not translate to everybody else on the rise. You got to put in that work, and it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of discipline. If you look at the top quarterbacks that have been in the last 20 years, I mean, they're the hardest working players on the whole team.
Yep. Yep. Drew
So
Brees. I think about Drew Brees. I think about Tom Brady.
the Mannings,
Uh, Eli, both of the Manning brothers.
that it's this like constant and consistent work, a crazy work ethic, you know.
Russell Wilson. Let me not forget Russell Wilson. Oh my God.
And then you have to have like the strong family ties, like
Yep.
everything goes into being that level of success. So I hope that this guy, you know, really focuses and turns out to be the $500 million player that everybody wants him to be. But that is a lot of pressure, and
I
not everybody's willing to do that.
I think he's a good kid, to be honest. I mean, he's played for a few years now, and he's gotten better every year. And it looks like he's gotten better every year. It looks like he put in the work. And I know Coach Andy Reid is going to stick it out, according to, the latest headlines. Andy Reid said that, that contract would take him into his 70s, that he has no plans to retire anytime soon. So, you could end up, this conversation with Patrick Mahomes, if he stays consistent and as good as he is, and he stays injury free pretty much, right. You're going to have that Jordan LeBron conversation it's gonna start. It's gonna translate into a Mahomes Brady conversation.
Right. Which, I mean, if you, like you said, if you stay injury free, if you stay, focused, then you, by all means, you deserve it. They take a brutal beating on their bodies, on their brains. Remember all the concussions and everything. Yep. So the fact that you can garner that much money, and given, well, let's see if the season even starts, but it's well deserved if he can maintain the expectations, which is usually the hardest part, living up to people's expectations.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, that segment went by in a breeze, folks. Well, folks, look, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to the GSMC Social Media News Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Podcast and Network. I would like to ask you, please remember to subscribe to the show, write a nice review. That really helps us, especially with advertising. Also, please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're always posting. And I just want to say thank you. And thank you, Kat, for being on today. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you for having me. It was a pleasure. See you guys later.
You've been listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Social Media Podcast, part of the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. You can find this show and others like it at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Google Play. Just type in GSMC to find all the shows from the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network, from movies to music, from sports to entertainment, and even weird news. You can also follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's program.